Good morning and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm doing a really basic style of fishing, and that's throwing light soft plastics along the wall here at Brighton. The target species, yellowfin brim. The soft plastic that I'm starting with is the little Z-Man 2.5 inch grubs. That's the watermelon red colour, and I've got that rigged up on a 1/16 ounce jig head. I'm just going to add a little bit of the S factor, that grub a little bit of flavour. Okay, first cast, let's see how we go. Oh, first cast, got bitten off by a dusky flathead. I did see him, the water's pretty clear here this morning. He would have been about 45, 50 centimetres. Okay, second soft plastic for the morning. Just going to rig him up on this 1/16 ounce jig head. It's pretty important when you're rigging your soft plastics, especially these lighter ones, that you get them nice and straight so they swim true through the water. And that's perfect. Second cast for the morning. I was pretty encouraged with that first cast. A little bit getting bitten off by that flathead. I'll back that drag off just a little bit, I think. I'm only running 4-pound leader, so if I do hook some flathead here today, I don't have much of a chance. What I'm doing is just slowly walking along the wall, looking for darker patches in the water which would indicate rocks or a bit of structure, and targeting those with my casts. And it's just a case of moving along until we start to find a few fish. There we go, fish number one for the morning. Well, he isn't a huge fish, but I'm happy with him to build my confidence. He was riding along the rock wall, which this part of the tide they should be. So I'll get the lure out of him, get him back in the water, and try and catch a bigger one. Gone a little bit wider on this cast. I've been casting in along the wall, but occasionally I'll just throw one a little bit wider, particularly where I see a little bit of structure further out from the wall. That cast 100% deserves a fish. Right on the end of the boat ramp there. There's a school of fish around my soft plastic just now. See if I'm good enough to hook one. No. Oh, just missed a good one. Oh, I saw him eat that one right at the wall. I was just about to show you that fish, and he actually fell back in down the wall and actually broke my jig head and my soft plastic off. So I'll tie another one on and we'll get straight back into it. Okay, slightly different colour to the one that we started with. This one's greasy prawn. Once again, just going to add a little bit of S factor to it. Not too much, just a dab. We're back in action. There we go. Oh, that's a nice fish. Maybe not. Maybe he just hit really hard. He's a better one. Well, he's not a huge fish, but he absolutely scoffed it. He whacked it so hard for a small fish. He had me fooled for a bigger one, but just goes to show how much fun you can have along here, which is a really easy spot to fish. Missed that fish. I got a look at him, and there's another nice dusky flathead. There's obviously a few flathead down here at the moment as well. Not sure what I've got here. I think it's another flathead. Might use these steps here to land him. Well, that's my first dusky flathead that I've landed this morning. I missed one about 3 minutes ago, and obviously the first cast that we made this morning I got bitten off by one. So it's a good sign that there's a few flathead around down here at the moment, as well as brim. So hopefully I can catch a bigger one of these. What we got here? Another flathead. Exact same spot. Once again, I'm just going to use these stairs to land him. Well, there's definitely some flathead down here at the moment. That's 2 from 2 casts. A little bit smaller than the one I just caught. I've only got 4 pound leader with me, which was a bit of a mistake. I should have brought some soft plastics for flathead and some 8 pound leader, but we'll persevere. You can see there he's actually, as soon as I got him up on the stairs, bitten through that 4 pound. There's my lure. We'll get him back in the water, try and catch his big mama. Okay, can we catch a third flathead out of that same little patch? Where I threw that just then, I saw a big flash of silver, so hopefully that's a nice brim. There we go. I hadn't thrown one in tight to the wall for a little bit. That's definitely a better fish than what we have been catching. He's got a few mates behind him as well, which is a good sign. And got him. Well, that's definitely the best brim that we've caught so far. He'd be, I guess, about 29 centimetres. The tide's just turned, so hopefully that fires these fish up a bit. But so far, I'm having a fun little session. Another flathead, I think. Might be a little bit bigger, this one. I've got him lipped, which is good. All right, I'm going to try and swing him in. Wish me luck. And we got him. He's not a huge fish, but I'm having a ton of fun here this morning. This has got to be one of the easiest places in Brisbane, I reckon, to grab a rod, a couple of soft plastics, and have fun on fish like this. See you, mate. One thing I noticed about the two flathead I caught to start with is they're in the same area, so I won't move too far from where I just caught that one in the hope that he has some friends. See a little bit of structure, a little bit wider in this spot as well. There we go, what do we got? Another little flathead. He's only a small little fella. See ya, mate. Just landed that cast right on top of a rock. There's a lot of these little flathead down here today. They're only small, but on 4-pound gear, I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, I landed that one on top of a flathead, and unfortunately, he's bitten me through. Man, I wish I had some heavier leader today. I only brought a couple of soft plastics down with me today, so basically tied the same lure on, which is the Z-Man Grubs 2.5 inch in the greasy prawn colour. Put a bit of S-Factor on there for a bit of flavour. And with the run out tide, I've gone back to a 1/16 ounce jiggered. landed that in the exact same spot as to where that fish just bit me off. See if there's another one there. That feels like a decent flathead. I threw that one a little bit wider. Hopefully I've got him lipped. Oh, he took a run. I think I've got him wrapped. All right, hopefully I can swing him up with the 4 pound leader. He's not a bad fish. If you were fishing for a feed, he'd be a keeper. Managed to lip that one, which is nice considering I'm only on that light leader. I'm getting back in the water. We're not chasing a feed today. We're just down here for a bit of fun. There we go. Oh, dropped him. I was going to say 2 from 2 casts. It's definitely paid this morning where I have caught a flathead to basically cast straight back into that area. Oh, I've got a good one on that right now. Just saw him follow it in. He's a big, he's a bigger fish. I don't really want him to swallow it. And the little one ate it. It was a bigger one. Geez, I wish I had some heavier leader. I kind of got a little bit nervous then when I saw him following it. Go a little bit wider, see what happens. Maybe I've just got to risk it. If a bigger fish comes up behind it, I'll just cross my fingers that I'll lip him. I've kind of forgotten about the brim with all this flathead action. I'll throw one in close to the wall and see if we can find a brim. Oh, there's a brim bite. Just rolling that soft plastic across the top of some rocks there. Looks like a prime spot for a brim. Throw one wide for a floodie. Whoop, there's a brim. Just saw him roll down along the wall. Just cast about 6 foot past him. And he doesn't want anything to do with it. Oh, just got busted up along the wall there. Must have had a little nick in my leader, I think. Geez, that looks like some gnarly territory where I just threw that one. Should be a fish there though. can see a few brim close to where that lure landed, sort of just hiding in around the rocks. Every now and then you just see them roll, little flash from the sunshine. The water's pretty clear down here today. Oh, there's a flash of silver. What have we got here? Oh, get out of the rocks. Oh, I don't know if it's a brim or a floody. It's a floody. Only a little fella. We'll go wide and see if we can catch a flathead. Starting to lose a bit of water here now. It's nearly like the wind has backed off since we started and the water's just got clearer. Oh, there's a floody stalking my lure. See if he eats it. No, he turned away. Water's definitely got clearer. Oh, that was a flathead, bit me off. Go again. See if we can hook another flathead there. This time hopefully lip him. That one ate it on the paws, which meant that he'd swallowed it right down. There we go. That was pretty close to where I got bitten off just before. This one might be a little bit bigger. Ah, he's bit me off. All right, I've got one jig head left and then we'll be calling it a day. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my very last jig head that I have with me, and I don't have anything else. So fingers crossed if we hook another flathead that I'll hook him in the lip. I've run out of Z-Man grubs, so I've gone across to the Crush City as well. There's a flathead. I think it's a flathead, might be a good brim. Oh, that's a flathead. I have lipped him too. Hopefully I can get this jig head back. Like I was saying, it's my last one, so I'd really love to get this fish in and also get my lure back. Got him lipped, which is a good sign. I'll bring him back here where I can swing him onto a bit of grass rather than the hot concrete. Okay, I'm gonna have a go at lifting him here. Fingers crossed we make it, because he's a bit bigger than the others. Here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the best flathead that I've caught this morning. He'd be about 46, 47, I reckon. Little brim soft plastic in his mouth. I feel quite silly having only brought 4-pound leader and brim soft plastics with me. I've got 8-pound leader and some 4-inch or 3-inch plastics. Could have been an entirely different session, but still, I'm having a lot of fun. Luckily, I'll lip this one. I'll get the lure out of him and we'll get him back in the water. See if we can back up that fish with another one. My strategy here is to lip every single flathead that I can and not let them swallow it. I don't know how I'm going to achieve that, but that's the plan anyway. Landed that right beside a rock, which is a prime spot for either a flathead or a brim. Come down to the little bridge here and see what's going on. Can't see too much, but it doesn't mean there won't be fish in this little drain with the run out tide. Oh, there's a fish following my lure. I've loved the clarity here this morning that I can pretty well see the lure most of the time. We're running out of water now, but I just found a few brim that I can see on the end of the rocks here. I don't think they want to borrow this though. Try again. Okay, last couple of casts and then I reckon we're done. We haven't got much water left now with the run out tide, so a lot of these fish will be making their way out. Nice to finish the session with a good brim. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of what was a really easy and fun session. The target species was a brim, but as it turned out, the flathead stole the show. I feel stupid for not packing some heavier leader and some flathead soft plastics. Had plenty of room in the backpack, but as I set off this morning, I thought surely it'll just be brim with a couple of flathead mixed in. The outfit that I'm using this morning is a Gary Howard 1 to 4 kilogram 7-foot spin stick, and I've got this rod matched up to a Shimano Stratic 1000 with 6-pound braid. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you're thinking about coming down here and giving it a crack for yourself, make sure that you pick the bigger tides, anything from about 2.1 metres or bigger, and I'll see you in the next one.